Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Well, good morning. It is Monday, April 16th, 2018. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Late Friday night, Anne Arundel County firefighters responded to the 7200 block of Fort Smallwood Road in the Baltimore section of Anne Arundel County. There was a report of 4 individuals in a car behind Keybridge Liquors, apparently overdosed. When the fire department arrived, they did indeed find 4 males in the car. Narcan was administered several times. One of the patients was in cardiac arrest and is currently in the hospital with life-threatening conditions. The other 3 were transported to area hospitals with less than life-threatening conditions. This is right near the intersection of Marley Neck Road and Fort Smallwood Road. Maryland's new law aimed at preventing price gouging by drug makers has hit a bump in the road. On Friday, an appeals court found that the law passed in 2017 regulated trade outside of the state's borders and therefore violated a commerce clause. Maryland's Attorney General said the court's decision was, quote, disappointing. And Frosch, if you'll remember, worked very hard to pass that bill that targeted drug makers, which charged unconscionable price increases. And this is sort of in the response to the Pharma Bro and Martin Shkreli when he jacked up the prices on those treatment drugs for those suffering with AIDS. If you are a fan of Fort McHenry, get your jollies in right now because in June, the price is going up. Effective on June 1st, entrance to the historic site will cost $15 for anybody 16 and older. Currently, it's at $10, and annual pass will jump from $40 to $45. And the current rate has been in place since 2015. They do claim that all of the new revenue will go to maintenance and upkeep of the fort. Speaking of some new revenue, the Maryland Transportation Authority is considering phasing out all cash toll booths across the state, which makes a lot of sense to me. Currently, you can pay cash or use an Easy Pass to get through, and on some roadways, the Easy Pass is actually a discount. But what they're considering adding is video tolling, whereas if you don't have an Easy Pass, they'll take a video of you going through the toll and basically send you a bill. The glitch is that the video tolling will cost 1.5 times the base rate for the toll. This will obviously encourage people to use the Easy Pass system, but it does present a problem for those out of state that may not know our toll system. It does make sense on any number of fronts: traffic congestion, the environment. Hopefully, Maryland will continue to keep the Easy Pass affordable. I know a few years ago they jacked up the price under Governor Martin O'Malley, and people flocked to neighboring states because the fees to get an Easy Pass were a lot less expensive. Music to my ears coming out of the White House. President Donald Trump, after his tirade against Amazon and their abuse of the Postal Service, has issued an executive order creating a task force to be led by Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, and it would require a top-to-bottom look at the efficiencies of the post office. And boy, I really hope they get to the Eastport Post Office because that one is one hot mess. Yesterday, we found out what Ravens quarterback Joe Flacco does during the offseason. He and his wife, Dana, announced their 5th child. Thomas Kevin Flacco was born on April 6th, and he joins 5-year-old Steven, 4-year-old Daniel, 3-year-old Francis, and 1-year-old Evelyn. Flacco just finished his 10th season with the Ravens. He started 154 out of a possible 160 regular season games. He was the MVP of Super Bowl 47 and signed a 6-year, $120.6 million contract after that Super Bowl. Flacco is 33. Do that math. That's about it for the news. Hang tight. I've got George Young from DMV Weather coming right up. And, of course, we've got Sean ONeill, who we are eternally grateful for his sponsorship from RBC Wealth Management.
I'm Sean ONeill, your local RBC Wealth Management Advisor. When you choose to work with me, you'll have access to a worldwide network of financial products and services only available from a leading global institution. RBC's international reputation for physical strength and stability, world-class capabilities, and corporate values is unique in the financial services industry. I also recognize the importance of reinvesting in the communities in which we live and work, and I'm committed to serving my clients by building long-term relationships based on trust, integrity, and confidence. I look forward to helping you with your wealth management needs. Call me, Sean ONeill, today at 410-573-6723 for a complimentary consultation.
RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, April 16th. It's common to hear, wow, this weather is crazy when things change outside as the seasons change, but since March 1st of this year, we're pretty sure we've never seen anything as crazy as the weather across Annapolis and all of Anne Arundel County. Windstorms, snowstorms, wintertime cold, summer-like heat, and now this morning's intense, albeit brief, rainstorm. Oh yeah, and we would be remiss to leave out the occasional nuisance flooding in downtown Annapolis, which is on the dockets for this morning's weather and may likely occur again later tonight at the next high tide. As for the rest of today, the heavy rain is moving east right now as a cold front continues to move through the area from west to east, and as a result, temperatures will drop from current levels of low 60s through the 50s during the day today. Some additional scattered rain showers and storms are possible as well, but nothing widespread like we just had. Low temps tonight will be cold in the 30s and low 40s, and then the sun returns tomorrow with highs only 50 to 55, with more breezy winds 15 to 25 miles per hour. Then another sunny day Wednesday with highs in the 60s before more late week showers, but this week will be marked once again by below average temperatures likely sticking around all the way through Sunday. Okay, that's it for us today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great week out there, and be sure to download our free weather app by searching your app store for DCMD VA Weather, and also follow us on Facebook or Twitter, or on our website at dmvweather.com, so you can always stay weather informed with this crazy, constantly changing weather. And as always, remember one thing, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
Hi, this is Randy.
And Claudia Boldiga. Please join us and our presenting sponsor, RXNT, on Saturday, April 28th on AAMC's South Campus for Denim and Diamonds Bash. Proceeds will benefit mental health and addiction services in our community. Now more than ever, we need to focus on this critical need.
The bash sold out last year, so don't delay and join us for this fabulous night under the stars. Can't make the party? You can still help by purchasing a raffle ticket.
This year's raffle is a stunning 4-piece amethyst jewelry collection donated by Cezanne Jewelers, valued at $5,000. Only 100 tickets will be sold for the raffle, so don't miss out. For event or raffle tickets, go to aamcdenimanddiamonds.org.
Thanks for your support of Anne Arundel Medical Center's efforts to improve the availability of mental health and addiction services throughout our community.
Remember, it's not just a party, it's a party with a purpose.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.